Ashes. What do we think of when we think of ashes? Do we think of something beautiful? Do we think of something we wish we had more of? Do we imagine dipping a paintbrush into it and using it to decorate our walls? Or do we view it as dirt, as something that should just be thrown away, something that should just get tossed aside, looked over? How do you view ashes? What are ashes? Where do they come from? The dictionary tells me that ashes are the powdery residue left after the burning of a substance. It's the faded remains of something, of dreams lost and hope forgotten. It's the memory of who we used to be and the longing for who we could be. It's me, striving and thriving, trying my hardest and still falling. It's fighting on my own strength for my own plans and trusting in my own self to fix my mess. It's the tears falling and the words swirling and my mind reeling as I try in vain to solve a problem I created on my own, in my own selfishness, alone, in the darkness. It's loneliness. It's the believing that I have to do this alone, that it's me, myself, and I fighting against me, myself, and I. It's a shot in the dark, the blind leading the blind, the lost guiding the lost. And it's there that I find you. As the tears are flooding down my face and I slap myself one more time, the darkness reminding me again all the times I've tried and all the times I've failed. It's the moment I whisper to myself, "You're worthless." It's in that moment I feel something inside me whisper,
"You're not worthless. You've never been worthless, and you'll never be worthless."
I open my eyes and feel you take my hand and pull me back to my feet. I feel you lift up my chin, though I'm afraid to look in your eyes. Because if I do, you'll see all the failure, all the sin, all the striving and thriving, all the falling and reaching and falling again.
Child, look me in the eyes.
I hear you say.
Don't you know I don't see the mess you've made?
I sniffle, twisting my foot on the hard wooden floor. You don't? I whisper, my heart stirring with wonder.
No. The moment I found you and the moment you were found in me was the moment I stopped seeing the failure. The moment I stopped seeing the sins and the shame and started seeing my son standing in your place.
I feel my heart skip a beat and I find the courage to look up, taking a glance at your eyes. They're so full of fire and justice, yet just as full with love and mercy, tenderness and grace. Your lips curl at the corners as you begin to smile, and you gently wipe the tears from my face.
Yes, my beloved, don't you see? I have chosen to forget everything you have ever done. When you ran away from me so enveloped in your shame and sin, and I couldn't find you because my light could not touch your dark. My heart within me was broken, shattered into a trillion pieces. I created you to be with me, to have communion with me. I never wanted you to be alone. I longed to be with you, in every moment. I knew something had to be done. I knew I had to reach you, somehow, some way. So I called upon my child, my only son, to come down and become everything you couldn't be. To be the light of the world, to be tempted yet never sin, to fight for the downcast and forgotten, to be the perfect spotless lamb, to be innocent. But I didn't just send him to be everything you couldn't. I sent him to be everything you were, to be all your sin, all your shame, and all the mistakes you ever made and will ever make. I asked him to die on that forsaken cross, that cursed tree, because I wanted to be with you. I've always wanted to be with you. So he died there, and I had to forsake him, and oh how it broke my heart. I longed to take him off that tree, and to save him from all the pain and shame he was to endure. But oh my child, how I thought of you, how I thought of your smile, your laughter, your sleepy face in the morning, and the lives you would touch because you knew me. That is what got me through. That is what got my son through, because we knew it was the only way. He who knew no sin became sin that you might be with me forever. His light took in all your darkness, swallowed it up and cast it into the abyss forever, so that you could have him inside of you, to become the light you never could be on your own.
I feel my lips pull into a smile, and though there's tears falling, I like them there. They're tears of understanding, of repentance, and of a gratefulness I can never express. I hear a hearty chuckle rise from your throat, and you pull me so close that I practically melt into your embrace.
So leave this all behind. Come follow me. My burden is easy, beloved, and my yoke is light. I want to be with you. I know what's best for you. I've pulled you out of the mud, darkness, and the ashes, and I've made you beautiful. I've made you clean. I've made you into a pure maiden with no fault in her. So walk in this truth, my love. Walk in your true identity. Walk no longer as a slave to sin, but as a child of God. This is the only true life. This is the greatest adventure and the greatest risk you'll ever take, but it is a path filled with hope and joy, love and peace. It is the path I walk with you, beside you and in you. Will you come with me?
Oh yes, Papa, I whisper, my face buried in your chest. To the ends of the earth, I'll follow you. Again, I feel you laugh and hold me ever closer.
Then rise up, my child. There is so much to do.
And as we walk from the darkness into the light, and I feel the old one left behind, I realize this is it. This is life. This is happiness.
This is Ashes to Beauty.